Well, hello, it's Nancy. Today I'm going to make a bark house, if I can. My mother is going to aim this.
Just show the two they did there.
Okay. Number 1 and number 2.
Oh, what bird is that? Oh,
That's
cardinal.
a cardinal. I think that squawking didn't it sound like a blue jay? Or just, you don't have to look through it, just sort of aim it in this direction. See, I have made this little outline. So the whole thing is supposed to be bigger than the background. This is one window.
It's kind of dark.
Okay, now. It's too much like work. Real effort involved here. That broke off. Okay, so we got 3 windows here. It's going to be a crooked window. Okay, this is going to be the roof over here.
The hummingbird must drink out of there because it's all sealed up.
Either he's drinking or someone's drinking. Somebody's drinking out of it anyway.
See, the condensation on the inside, is that because it got hot? Look
I
at the
don't
little
know.
doggy. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Cute
How are
little
you?
dog.
Good, thank you. Come on, Max.
Ta-dum-dum. Okay, so this is going to be my edge of this window. See, I realized that they have the edges of their windows sort of elevated from the area surrounding it.
There comes the sunlight.
Little darling.
Put it down in the sun.
Here
Turn it a little.
comes the sun.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. You're enjoying filming, aren't you?
I enjoy lots of things.
I know. It's probably where I get it from, right?
We got a lot of roses in bloom there. I guess it's going out on the road. I should go down and cut that one piece. Or is that the road itself?
Well, I don't know. How is your legs, your back? You need to put your feet up? There is this thing under here if you want.
A block of bricks.
There you go. There's a block of wood there. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Dum, 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 dum. Da, dum, dum, da, dum.
That's making a mountain out of a mole.
A molehill. Hi. Or goodbye. What a cute little puppy. Okay, so that's going to be the edges of these windows are going to be a little bit outside of the rest of the windows.
You've got to get that sign up.
Which one? The one about the stone?
Well,
Out with it. Out with it, Jane.
the one on the ground by the birdhouse with a blue strap around it.
Right.
I guess we had it wedged in between the branches. No, the trunk.
The trunks. I have to put some tacks on either end of it.
Okay.
And then I have to...
Or you could take a strap. Hey, watch it there, old lady.
There we go. Have to get the best angle of the camera, you know. Yeah, I'm going to put 2 tacks, a tack on either end of it, and then I'm going to put it back up. Put a little piece of wire on it to hold it. Okay, now I have my frames for the window. It's nice not to be cold.
Hmm?
It's nice not to be cold.
True. You tell me a story or something?
Okay, well, once upon a time, let's see, why don't you ask me a question? How was something made? Or why is something such and such? And then I'll...
How did they make balloons that you can ride on hanging in the sky?
Okay, let's see. Well, once upon a time, long, long ago, there was... the ancient people did sacrifices. And when they sacrificed, the fat from those animals ran down on the ground. And it mixed with the ashes, the lye from the ashes. and it created soap. And it ran down into the river. And when the river would jumble about, jump over rocks, bubbles were made. And the bubbles started to rise. Hey, look, what do you think?
Oh, look at that. What was that noise?
They're just talking next
Oh.
door. Actually, I think that this is supposed to be bigger than all of this. Okay, and so once there was bubbles, all the people had never seen such a thing as bubbles before. So they came to the village where they watched the bubbles. They would rise high up into the sky. And some of the children were very smart. And they would play with the bubbles. They would try to catch them like some people we know. Try to blow them out.
I love those hostas. They look like big spiders with their joints.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Big spiders crawling across there. In a way, you know.
Yeah, they do. I forget how I'm supposed to do this here. I think I should read the book and be sure I know what I'm doing here. How
You
to
mean
do this
read the book on,
on this making thing.
I see.
Okay, so the bubbles would rise so high, and sometimes if their hands were soapy, they could hold on to the bubbles and they didn't break.
That camera's going to drop off.
It's going to fall asleep.
Okay.
And one day, somebody decided, when he saw all the bubbles flying away, he thought he would tie something to it. He didn't like his little brother too much, so he tried tying his little brother to the bubble, but the bubble just popped. Get to know those construction workers, don't we?
What?
We get to know those construction workers, just hearing them all day, hearing them chit-chat. Well, I don't think I did this quite right. I think the outside of this is another little area.
What are those two holes at the back of down? You see that black thing
Strip?
going all across the back? It looks as though there's on
Oh,
each,
you're right. It does look like it.
but the exhaust pipes are down the bottom under the car. So they're not
Interesting.
exhaust, it's something else.
Interesting. I don't know. Do you think that the black strip used to go all the way around and it's been pulled off and maybe
Well, I
that's
don't
where...
know. Oh, maybe it's come off. No. Yeah. Yes. See this doors?
Yeah,
It's on the doors. And see, it looks as though they've been knocked off.
right.
There are two holes there, as though they got knocked off.
Probably where they attached it.
So when they turn the car around, we can tell. I'm trying to think where HUI is, but that's here. I mean, they live here.
Is that relative to the place, the location?
Lots of times it has a lot to do with where you live, the county or something.
Okay, so now I got this outside thing. So I'm gonna just scrape off a little bit. Oh, I was telling you a story, that's right. Well, my story might have been a little boring. Did you feel my story was a little bit boring?
What story? My memory won't go back that far. I called the operator and asked her the date, the day, and the time.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. I wonder how many people do that. I bet there are statistics on that.
I bet there are a lot of older people that do.
I used to call information to ask what time it was.
I wish they'd have it on the TV down the lower left.
They used to have it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, they must assume everybody gets the newspaper where they'll know.
Look at those red roses. Aren't those beautiful? When they give instructions, they could tell them the address. They said there are a lot of red roses on the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little Volkswagen. This is what gets me running up the hill.
Oh, he's running up, eh?
Mm.
Is this when you tell him, hurry up? Faster, faster. Faster, faster. Well, the lady before you was going a lot faster.
Is that your friend down the hill? I left her way behind.
Well, they got frames around them now.
I think one reason we were so healthy as kids, because we had to walk to town. Hi.
Are you with that fellow? Are you with that other fellow?
What'd you say?
Are you with that fellow?
I am. He's much faster.
You know, we always went down to walk down to Millerton. You know, that was a mile, down and back.
Hmm.
We
Was
never,
that all?
We never got a ride to church. We always walked to church in the wintertime, snow. And when we got to Sam Parker's, we had to be sure to cross the road on the left. And in the summer, Mother told us to crawl under the fence and come in the field. When you get to Sam Parker's, if you hear a lot of rowdiness, there was a bar down there, a lot of blah, blah, blah.
Hmm. It was before the days of being picked up from school. Did they have buses?
Yes, school buses.
Mm-hmm.
They used our driveway to turn around when they came, because we were on
Oh,
the state
yeah,
line.
and
And so the state of Connecticut always had to come down to the line, and to turn around, they used our driveway. So we had a nice driveway for the gas station. And then the bus used the same thing.
chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I often think about that poor bus driver when I had my goat there. And we had a pet show, We all had to bring our pets. This, what they meant was, your little snakes and cats and stuff like that. But I wanted to bring my horse. So I appeared with Prince.
To get on the bus?
Yeah. He was the meanest. No, not Prince, the goat. That's right. No, they wouldn't let me put Prince on the. So I had to ride him to school.
You rode the goat to school?
No, but Prince,
Oh, I
the
see.
horse. He had a white spot on the back. And if you as much as put your hand there, he'd rear up. And the guys would get on Prince and do all sorts of mean things. So his temperament wasn't very good. But when I arrived at the door with my goat, he says, "What you doing? Is that your goat?" And I says, "Yes." He says, "What you doing here?" And I says, "Well, he has to ride to school because it's our annual pet show, and we all had to bring our goats, or bring our pets." He says, "You can't put the goat on the bus." I said, "Oh, yes, I can, and I can stay right up in the front with you, you know."
And did he let you?
Oh, yeah, well, I had to. He wouldn't let me take him back, he was afraid the goat would hurt a child, you see.
Uh-huh.
But he was my pet goat.
Yeah.
You know, we just had fun growing up in those days. Of course, Ella wouldn't do anything like that.
No, not like that.
And Austin, what could they take? Maybe Ella took something that I don't know about. She might have had a snake, I never knew it.
She doesn't sound like the snake
Oh, look at that!
type of person.
Look at that.
Is it on?
I don't know.
Oh, it is. It's on. Ooh. Well, well.